Yes, 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 yes. Once again, the boys are back. Once again, this Irish Billy's a no-show.
Bro, this fucking Billy.
He's about to get rung up, B. He packed up. Is he
This
about to get
is
packed up?
pack
Getting
him up.
packed up is
Will Mills style.
yes, pack
Pack
him up.
pack him up. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
He's either riding the rails again,
hmm
and
hmm
I don't mean the white rails. I mean the
Right.
Bindlestick rails.
Right, the Bindlestick.
Yeah,
Like his cartoon.
yeah, I think he's got I briefly saw him, right?
hmm
I was
hmm
driving
hmm
and I saw this guy walking with a ukulele. And
Okay.
I was like, and a harmonica, the one that's hooked onto your
Yeah, of
face,
course. Of
the,
course.
the Bob Dylan shit. He,
Sure.
he was on that Bob Dylan, and I was like, that looks like Billy.
Right.
Then a train passed,
Right.
and he was gone.
Right. He hopped right on there.
I
You
don't
thought
know.
that can't be him.
It was the train passed.
So
There
either
was a
hopped
freight
on or
train,
got killed by it.
one or the other, and
Depending on where that thing is going, he's in a
I,
bad part of the country.
I didn't see any meat on the tracks.
Right.
No, did he?
Right. So he's going
So
south.
could be,
Yeah.
could be.
Could be. This is episode 137. My name is Vinny Paz. But before I continue,
137 en SAP.
you just heard the voice of my co-host with the co-most, the Mr. Majestic Left, Right, Left Kid, Mr. Brandon Long. What's the word, my friend?
Back and better than ever.
We're dealing with
Again,
a lean episode. We're dealing with lean.
yo,
Uh,
guys, this episode's on that Monjaro. Um, we got we we're trying to make something out of
Say
nothing.
what you want to say. We're trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. Let's talk turkey. No pun intended.
I like that.
Me and
Chicken,
this
turkey.
Brando. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a little
Yeah, yeah, I
Turks.
got a little
What do
Turks.
you guys call it? Cold cuts? It's lunch meat.
It's cold cuts.
It's lunch meat.
You
Stop.
guys with your lunch meat.
Stop.
Now, do you get your lunch? Do you get your lunch at this point in your life?
Right.
Do you still eat cold cuts?
Yeah, but I ain't making a sandwich.
Let me
I'm
tell you something
picking at
about
the
this
cold.
this refrigerator. You marry a chick from Brooklyn,
Yeah.
you get cold. We have. You want supersad? It's in there. You want Genoa salam? It's in there. You want the little turkey? It's in there. Not
Look,
for you, ham, but you get a
no, that's what
turkey.
I'm saying. See,
Yeah,
when I go into the spot,
you have a turkey sandwich,
when I
right?
go into the spot, it's like 74 types of pork, a pork ass, a pork's asshole, a hoof. So I
No,
gotta get the boar's head,
no, you can't leave it there. It's a sin.
right. It's a sin, ma. It's Paul. There's a lot of what do you call it? Different types of cheeses they throw at you. You know what I like? I like a little from the deli, scamoots.
A little scamotes.
Love some scamoots.
I
But I will house a whole like wonton container of scamoot. Guys who don't know that mozzarella balls in oil, salt, pepper, little mwah.
fresh mozzarella. There might not be anything better. They leave it
Ugh,
out to cool.
buffalo mozzarella.
A little buffalo mozz.
Yeah,
Yeah, and because I love a caprese salad. Just tomatoes,
yeah.
the balsamic
A little
glaze,
balsamic
uh,
vinaigrette.
olive oil,
Yeah.
and a little
No
basil.
grease bullshit. A little
And
basinago.
I I had that tonight actually.
Basinago?
I had no, I had caprese. I made it
Oh,
myself.
you made
I yeah,
caprese.
we,
You got a good tomato at this time.
oh yeah.
You got a nice tomato in
They
there.
I go to this place Uncle Giuseppe's down the
Yeah,
block.
my mother swears though that there's like
Uh
a little bit of a
yeah,
run for the Jersey tomatoes, and then they're
yeah,
trash the rest of the year.
yeah.
Cans are
I
nice.
grow them though. I
Yeah,
grow San Marzanos in my yard,
my
but
grandfather grew everything. Basinago,
yeah, we get basil.
everything.
Yeah, we
The
get
grapes to
herbs and
make the
stuff.
wine, with his hoofs.
Did with his hoofs.
Yeah, in the basement.
Very
Stomp
nice.
on them. Yeah,
Very nice.
but everyone in the US and A is dead. Everyone alive that still does that shit is in the old country.
Over
You know what
there.
I mean? Yeah.
I passed by yesterday. We're going down by my sister's in Long Beach, and I passed by your bakery, the Agrigento Bakery.
Right. You sent my mother the
It's
stuff, right?
Yeah, I brought her stuff from there. Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Yes. Oh yeah, the night we hung out. Yeah, the
yeah,
night. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's the spot.
Now
Um,
I gotta get some scamoots.
got a
You
little
know that
scamotes.
tomorrow I gotta get some scamoots.
Go. we
I
always
just Scout
bro,
notes for.
we always have shit here.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Don't
no, no.
forget.
I do too, but I don't. What I don't do is I don't make the same wage as much as I used to
No, stay away from the
because of
bread.
losing weight, staying away with all that, be eating healthy.
Now you like a nice brick oven, like a low fat brick oven.
Oh, stop the
That's good,
madness! Amazing,
right? Okay,
amazing,
all right. A little.
amazing.
I like a. So my kid, the little one, Zoe.
Hmm.
You know what she wants for dinner?
Tell me.
She goes, Dad, can I have a little cheese and bread? That's it. Little. So we give her a chunk of mozzarella, fresh mozz,
Hmm.
right? I slice it thin for
And
her,
a hunk of bread from the bakery.
and I give her a hunk of bread from the
Look at
bakery.
that sweet,
Shout out
sweet
that
little,
Capri Bakery in Seaford, New York.
sweet little kid.
She
That
is.
girl gets anything she wants. Dad, I don't want to party. I want to go to Florida. All right, let's go to
Let's
Florida
go
then.
to Florida. That's what we gave her.
Yep. And then I said this jerk off's trying to argue with me that it would be the same price or cheaper than a party, and whoever was there had like 97 kids. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You know him, and he was like, he's probably right. And I was like, look, don't back him up right now.
I'm
I'm
right.
trying. I'm trying to
I'm
make a
right.
point.
I'm right. Um,
Um, so here's a question about this card. There's a card on Wednesday on the Zone
okay.
at the arena is called Yokohama Buntai. Again, when is this? Are Wednesday going
Uh,
into Thursday or
yeah,
are
this
Tuesday going
they
into
gotta decide how they're gonna do this and if they want viewership or if they give a fuck about viewership over here. But it is weird. It is tough. I had someone ask me the other day, how come I can't see and find boxing? It's not a great sign,
it's not a
you
great
know?
sign for
Someone who
boxing.
well, yeah, and someone who wants to get into boxing, right? They they it's very difficult for them. When you do shit like this, it makes it even more difficult. And you say to yourself, what the fuck are they doing?
I mean,
So I'm gonna say we go with the date. So whatever if they say the 26th or whatever, like whatever date it is, what is the date, Vinny? What is the date on the card?
um I just have Wednesday. I
Okay.
don't have a Wednesday
All
and
right.
then the date.
So as
That,
we
that's
all
why
right,
I'm fucked up.
it'll be the 28th. So Wednesday will be Tuesday into Wednesday. Does that make
Tuesday
sense?
into Wednesday. It does
Wednesday.
it does make sense, but
Mhm.
then I sit there and question myself. But um
Don't question yourself. More question, what fucking time does it start? Does it start at 2, 3? That shit, dude, they
that's
don't fucking know.
no, that's wild too. Because I don't know.
You'll have a 3 hour gap, a 3 hour window of when it could
Window two,
possibly
it could
start.
possibly start at 2, 3, 4, or
It's
5. That's no good.
no. So I think
And
we
you're talking
narrowed down the
about
day.
here's the thing with these Japanese cards, they must be doing so fucking well over there that their answer to our question of what are they doing is we don't give a fuck what you're doing over there.
Right. I would love to see, I
Our
would love to
gates are
hear and
huge, and
see.
so is our numbers. I forget we looked up. I think we looked it up for the monster, but we said, "What is the Japanese population?" And when we heard it, we were
It's
like, "Oh, that's."
it's way smaller than the US, but yeah, let's
But
see.
if they're a country like the Philippines, where the world stops when a guy
Yeah.
from their country's there, so guys, Wednesday, which B thinks is Tuesday, going into Wednesday, mad early, is Yoshiki Takei, 10-0, 8 KOs. What's his name on his resume, Brenda? I'll give you one guess.
Go ahead. I'm looking up
Uh,
the population of Japan. It's
this
126 million.
this Maloney, so about half of the United
Oh,
States. Yeah, he beat Jason Maloney versus he's fighting a guy, Utapang Tangdi, 15-0, 9 KOs. This is for the WBO World Bantam title. That's Bantam has got Junto Nakatani, Ryosuke Nishida, Seo Sutsumi. They have Yoshiki Takei at number 4. Takuma Inoue, who's the monster's little brother. Um,
he brought
that kid Tenshin
shame
Na
to their family.
yeah. That kid Tenshin Nasukawa. Jason Maloney is still somehow number 8 ranked, so we know he's gonna get another fight. Um, this fight's gonna be good. 2 undefeated guys, both that can pop for a belt. They both throw punches. Um, I'm picking Yoshiki Takai, but I don't know. I'd like to know the odds here. So let me try to look them up. What are you looking up, B?
I'm looking up Yoshiki Takai right now. All right. What are
What
the
are you looking up? Odds or
I'm just looking him up and seeing
oh,
he has the real crazy like he wears like the real crazy robe, right? Like the shit was real like giant shoulder pads.
he is he's minus 1400 against an undefeated guy.
Yeah, but first of all, this guy's he's a Thai guy.
Yeah, but I understand, bro. But you're still at these weights. It's like everyone can fight.
Yeah.
There's no bums.
No, but he fought a 31 and 14, a 3 and 7, and a 7 and 1 in his last and he fought a guy in his debut in 2023.
Tang
Two
D,
debuts in a row.
Tang D, which is kind of a no puff, uh, is plus 800. So I said I'm picking Yoshiki Takai. Now, clearly, I think
Yeah.
at minus 1400 and an 80
Bro,
percent knockout
look
ratio, he's gonna pack him up. No,
yeah, look at the guy he fought in his debut, the guy's name is Nima Jahan Shahat Ifashar.
I'm not. Look,
He's 0 and 1, and that was his only fight as a pro. Like this is what I'm saying. Like, dude, these guys from Thailand have these records. He's 15 and 0, right? But they literally fight me.
look. I'm gonna say
And he's 31.
this guy can fight a little bit. You're saying he can't. I think he loses. I think this might be fun for a minute.
I agree with that.
I think it,
I think all those guys can fight. I just think it's sometimes we got to
when
look
you
at the
get
record.
up in weight, you could get some no hopers. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
just, some guy on a comeback trail like the kid that Thurman fought in Australia. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah.
destroy. It's then sometimes it's not. On that card also, Eduardo Nunez, 27 and 1, 27 KOs. He knocked out everyone he beat. His only loss was a 6 rounder 7 years ago.
Mm.
Fighting Masanori Rikishi, 16 and 1, 11 KOs. He got stopped by Kosuke Saka in 2018. So both of these guys are on a 7 year win streak. This is for the vacant IBF junior lightweight title.
Wow.
So um, who at 130 gave that up, Brandon? I can look and say who all
Yeah.
right, who is there. Um, Oshaki Foster, Emmanuel Navarrete, our guy Apache Kakachi,
Patrick
Lamont
Kakachi.
Roach. You think Lamont Roach was that the belt he had? That might be it because he's
Okay.
not
Yeah, it's
going
got to
right
be.
now.
Yeah.
I think this might, bro. I think this might be a brawl too.
Okay. All right. So
Um,
Eduardo Nunez, I'm looking him up.
what are you looking up the odds?
No, I'm not.
All right,
We need fucking Billy for this.
I'll look up the odds.
Nunez is really good.
He is.
Okay. Miguel Mariaga. Yeah, we watched him beat Mariaga recently,
Yeah,
right? Okay. I think we
they got this close, Brendo. I thought they would. Nunez will enter the bout as a 225 betting favorite, minus 225. So he's 2 to 1. Rikishi is plus 175. So a little bit higher than
yeah,
one and
yeah,
a
this is
half.
I like it.
I like this fight. Um, I'm gonna pick Eduardo Nunez in a war.
Hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you. Every win is by knockout for Nunez.
Yes.
He
He
doesn't
hasn't fought anybody as good as Rikishi. I'll
no.
say that
And his only decision lost was a 6 rounder,
in
right?
7 years ago.
7 years ago. I'm
This guy's a
saying,
gun.
yeah, I'm gonna pick Eduardo
This makes
Nunez
him a
by
guy.
knockout.
this makes him a player at 30 if he does what happens. If this is a war, I think it's a war, and it ends late. I don't think it goes the distance, but I think it's fun and it's a war. And in the championship rounds, 10, 11, or 12, he stops him.
Mm, okay. I,
Saturday, Amazon Prime, Michelob Ultra Arena at Mandalay Bay. Um, Yoenli Hernandez, 7-0, 7 KOs, amateur standout from Cuba, versus a guy I know. Uh, Kyrone shut it down Davis, 19-3-1, a bit of a deceptive record. 4 years ago, he went up in weight to fight Benavidez as a late replacement, but
yes,
Benavidez was mowing through everyone at 68.
he's back down at his
He's
at
back
16.
down. Um, in 2018, he lost the decision to Pat Day, RIP.
Yeah.
He had a draw with Anthony Durrell and lost a close 8-round decision to Junior Castillo in 2016. So it's a very deceptive record.
Yes.
He's really good. He's ranked number 7 by the ring. Is
Right.
this too much too soon for Yoenli Hernandez,
We'll
Brendo?
figure it out. I mean, I think Kyrone Davis has something to prove if he
I'm
wants to get back into the mix. Um, where's Davis from? He's a Baltimore guy?
I know he's in
Oh,
Delaware all
Delaware,
the time
Delaware.
and
Right, right,
trains in Philly all the time. That's how
right. He's a
I
Delaware
spoke
guy.
to
Right,
him.
correct.
I bumped into, met him, slash all of that around the Benavidez fight, and we
Okay,
started talking. Really, really, really good dude. Um,
okay.
this guy's a gun. Yoenli Hernandez. Is this? See, we say, when are they going to move this guy? And then when they put them in like this, we go, is this too soon? So
Right. How many fights does Hernandez have?
this will be his 8th.
God damn it. This guy's fast.
A bunch of amateur fights, but we know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what do they have registered for his amateur is like 73 fucking fights. Jesus Christ. So he's 7-7. He doesn't have a high KO ratio in the amateurs. He's only 27 in Cuban years, so he's 30. 6'2". Okay. So how big is Davis is 5'10". All right. He's 6'2". They don't have his reach. Love that. Um, I'm assuming he's got a bigger reach. Kyrone Davis is 30, so I think the age is hmm.
Kyron, bro,
Yo,
they have Yoenli Hernandez at minus 380. That's almost a 4-1
4 to
favorite.
1 favorite.
They're giving my guy shut it down.
So this is
Kyron is plus 260.
this should be motivation for Kyrone Davis, a seasoned pro. Get it.
Upset special.
Okay. You know,
Kyron shut it down
last
Davis
episode we ignored my correct prediction of an upset special.
with
Echo Usman, Josh Taylor.
it's a good one. It was a
Yeah.
good one. It was a good
All
one.
right. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one, Paz. I think Yoenli Hernandez wins a close one that can be argued that Davis could have gotten the
I
nod.
can see Kyron eking it out and getting hosed. So
That's my,
unfortunately, he might have to put on a clinic against a Cuban amateur standout who might have fallen in love with his power. And when Kyron's still there,
yeah.
nobody has stopped him at his weight.
No, he got stopped by Benavidez moving up
Uh,
and late, right? Wasn't he a late?
yes,
You said before it was a late replacement.
yes. Um, is me knowing and liking him weighing in on this? Probably, but I think he's really good. And I've said so before, by the way. I've said on the show, I think Kyron Davis is a real good fighter.
All right, so you were correct with a friendly prediction with Tevin Farmer and William Zepeda. Will you stay hot with another friendly prediction?
You said something in your prediction that this could be close and you might give the nod to Kyron. If that happens, I I don't think you're. I don't think that's a wild prediction. Is what I'm
That's
getting
what I
at.
think is going to
A
happen.
wild prediction is Hernandez packs him up. If he packs him up, top 10. Put him in the
Put
top
him in
10
the top 10 middleweight.
at
Yeah,
middleweight and put him in
because
the
he knocked out a top 10 guy.
yeah. A real top 10 guy. Not a, no,
Hmm.
I'm not we're not talking by a rinky dink sanctioning body.
Run of the mill. We're talking about real deal.
Yeah. I mean, look, um, like I said, they have him at number 7, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
We're not
so
talking. We're not talking about polio mozzarella here. We're talking real deal,
we're
fresh
not talking
cut.
about string cheese, we're talking
Get
about
the
fresh mutts.
Ming. All right,
This Jermall Charlo,
Jermall guys with an A.
33 and 0, 22 knockouts, hasn't fought in almost 2 years, and that was against a blown up Jose
Jose
Benavidez
Benavides.
versus Thomas Cornflake Lamana, who is a staple on the East Coast, guys. Like guys like Brendan and I have been seeing him
Yeah.
since he was a kid, a teenager,
He
everywhere.
functions as a promoter. He functions as a guy. He puts on shows,
Yeah,
uh,
if you guys care, he's a
productions.
really good kid. He's a nice kid. I talked to him a bunch of times. 39 and 5, 18 KOs. Here's the little check with why is PBC making this? Been stopped 3 times. Um,
It's a 10 rounder too. So it
I'm gonna get into the predictions and start talking about what I think should happen, and if it doesn't happen, pack him up. If Ma doesn't stop Cornflake, pack him up.
a
Don't
concur.
make that that looming Caleb Plant fight.
Listen, Jamal Charlo and any multiple weight world champion, because Jamal Charlo is, should have no problem sending Lamana, who really is a regional talent. No
He's a
disrespect to
regional
him.
talent,
He
none
gets
at all.
in, he gets in there, he tries.
Good
He's just
kid,
just
trains
not
hard,
just
gym
not
rat,
there.
just not there. Antoine, what's his name? Antoine packed them up, but they were both
Yeah.
undefeated.
Antoine Douglas.
Yeah, who disappeared, who
Yeah.
got beat up. Yeah,
Got beat up by that little Russian guy.
yeah, that was ugly when he packed up Cornflake. That they were both undefeated, right? When they matched
Yeah.
them. Yeah, and
Landy Lara hit him with the famous neck shot.
I mean, that's like an all-time shot. He looked gone.
Right.
Guys, there's nothing wrong with being regional. He was a regional draw too. He could pack them in East
Yep.
Coast, New York, Philly, Jersey,
He's
AC.
definitely he's a South Jersey guy. He's
Yeah,
from Millville,
yeah,
which is I think Mike Trout's from Millville.
yeah. I like the yeah, he
Baseball
is.
player.
I like the Lamana. I like the camp. I like his family. They're all nice guys. The
Okay.
paisans, but they're all good people. They're good. These type of people are good for the sport because they're good people and they go to events. He throws shows, smaller shows,
Yep.
like B said. Um, if Jamal Charlo doesn't pack up Cornflake within 6, I I don't care about the Charlos regardless of this
Right.
outcome. But what I mean
We have to
is
keep it.
we
Well,
have to
yeah.
keep it 100 here and say okay, if this is a plan, and it is, they both win, they fight each other later this year, meaning Caleb Plant, Mal Charlo. That's the plan if they both win to fight later this year.
Right.
I don't even know why you care about that fight, to be honest. I'm just being honest here.
Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo.
Yes, I don't care about that
I
fight,
don't
but
either. It means nothing. And again, if you see none of these fights have any sort of belt
no,
attached to them,
no. And that
it's
and that won't unless
bro. You know what that's for? That fight, and I'm going to coin the phrase.
please.
It's for the World Boxing Social Media title because
Yeah.
it was the slap heard
The
around
slap heard
Twitter.
around the world. Yeah.
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 I
No, I
can't.
mean that really is how you're going to have to sell it.
That's it.
Two
They
guys.
have a personal beef.
Yeah. Um,
One
look,
guy slapped another guy, and the other guy didn't chase
you and
after him
I
and try to
talk,
kill him.
if not every episode, every other episode, you keep referring to people as kid or this young guy. Plant's about to be, I don't know what in July, last time I looked, either 34. The Charlo's got to be same thing.
Let's look him up. Caleb Plant,
Um,
32. He'll be 33
right, like
July
a month,
8th.
right, right. So he's 33 years old. What are the Charlos now? 34? They might be 35 for all I know. I feel like I have to watch them for fucking 15 years.
35, just turned 35
Yeah, pack
on
them
May
up.
19th.
Pack them up. So, um, okay, your prediction, Brendo. I say Jermall Charlo in the fifth.
Well, does it make the show boring if you take the thoughts out of my brain? I
No,
think I think it's like how do you let's do this since we're both saying the fifth round was what I was alluding to.
yeah,
I think Lamont is unable to defend himself midway through the fifth, and they have to
okay.
stop the fight.
I guess
You
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say by brutal KO and then correct myself and say he's getting pummeled and someone stops it.
so
His
I
corner,
yeah.
his father throws in the towel in
This
the
is
fifth.
this is like the
Corner stoppage in the fifth.
because this to me was the superior Charlo too.
To
Jermall.
both of us. We had him in our top 10, pound for pound.
No, that was the other one. That was Jermell because he unified at
He
54.
unified at 54.
Yeah.
We felt like we
This
didn't have
one
a
was already
choice.
sort of off the rails at that point.
Is this the one
But
that has the Gary Busey-esque uh what's it called when you get arrested? The best
mugshot?
mugshot
I can't
or
yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is that one. I thought he
it's
10
like the
years
Nick
ago,
Nolte
Nick Nolte joint, yeah. I
yeah.
thought this guy was the more talented one.
I kept going. They both stink, and then flip flopping between who I thought stinked and didn't. Oh, who sparked out my guy Lubin? The other
The other
one?
one,
That's the one
Jamel.
I think is better. And
Okay.
he's the one that skipped the division to fight Canelo.
Right. And then just
And then, yeah,
took
it's
the
probably
money and
done.
ran.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, rarely do we call the exact same thing. We think corner stoppage in the fifth. Tao comes in from
Yeah.
Cornflake's father. Caleb Plant, 23 and 2, 14 KOs versus Armando Resendez, 15 and 2, 11 KOs. His claim to fame is he beat Jared Hurd in 2023, but I remember that. Remember Hurd's lip split open and was
Yeah.
like dangling. So I'm not saying the guy didn't win, but
Let's can
it's
we just
you gotta.
can we talk about this guy's
But can we talk about that
Buffon?
when you look into records, Brennan, which
Yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
are very big on.
I'm
You are
very big
very
on
big
that.
on, and you're correct to do it because I
That
said
was two
this
years ago.
Yatapang Tang D is 15 KOs and 9, 15 0 and 9 KOs. And he goes, yeah, he literally a guy took him to the event in a rickshaw and then he fought that guy. So then you go, okay, do things mean
That's
things?
fucked
Yeah,
up. He beat up his rickshaw driver.
yeah, he did. He fucked him up. Probably KO'd him because he has 9 KOs in his 15 bouts. So he probably fucking flew his head. The guy
Yeah,
probably paid less for the fight.
he
You ever
paid him
see
in a
some of
he
those
paid him in
fucking
a half
footage of
a
those
can.
Thai fights?
Yeah, no, it's fucking
There's like
insane.
chickens there.
And
People are
they're all
yelling.
smoking
Everyone's
and
fucking
gambling
smoking
around. Yeah,
dope, gambling. This poor bastard probably got like 10 yen for the fucking.
he got a
Uh,
can of sardines, and then he boosted
he
it from
got
him on the
10
way
yen
home.
to drive him over there and then got sardines for the fight. Poor fucking son of a bitch.
He made more money
On the rickshaw,
on
yeah.
the
He
rickshaw.
made 10 clams. And he got fucking sardines for the actual fight. Poor son of a bitch.
You son of a beach. All
You
right,
son of a bitch. It's Fargan
it's
War.
fucking
I hope some of
the,
these are Fargan War.
these fucking ice holes better.
This Caleb Plant has found a little pop. He loses to the elite. He's found a little pop against
Yeah,
guys a level below that. Um, he and Charlo, if they want to get the ball rolling for people buzzing about them, they don't need it because there's actually a cult of PBC people.
so
There's a cult that follows them. That cult is already on Smash. As long as both of these guys win, they can both look like shit, like everyone did
yeah,
in the Times Square card.
yep,
That cult will be there for this. For people like Brendo and I, we need to see two people get sparked the fuck out, and then two promos after each guy.
yeah, right.
Each guy, and I don't mean yo say this and you're coached by something. I want a fucking Gary Hart. I want a Paul E. Dangerously,
Yeah.
Jim Cornette level promo, a top 5 all time promo.
Plant's a good talker.
Grant's a good promo,
Yeah.
but this Charlo's got to step up his promo
Oh,
game.
well, he. I until I see him walk
in the ring.
in the ring on
Yeah,
Saturday,
or make
I'm
weight.
not 100% sure this fight even happened.
I don't know that this guy makes weight. I don't know that this guy doesn't bite Lamana. I don't know that he doesn't go Oliver McCall.
Right.
I have nothing to base
There's
either
no,
of
I
these
have no,
brothers.
yeah, I have no confidence in this
No,
guy.
I have nothing in either of these brothers getting into the ring and behaving like sane fighters.
Right.
That might be an oxymoron, a sane fighter, but it's, you know,
All right. So Resendiz is moving up 8 pounds to this weight class. He got stopped by Elijah Perez, right? Who lost to Kyrone Davis. Um, Elijah Garcia, excuse me, not Elijah Perez. That was somebody I went to high school with. Um, so I mean, it doesn't always say like person fighter A beats fighter B. Therefore,
no, of course.
yeah,
You're just mentioning it,
right. So
mentioning it.
I don't think this is going to be competitive. If this is competitive, if this is competitive, which it shouldn't be,
It should not be. As
we will correctly assess Plant is much more of a declining fighter than you just alluded to. Um, Plant Plant has been a
do you
perennial top five super
let's
middleweight
say,
for like 8 years.
Brendo, let's just say, in theory, this Armando Resendez has an iron chin, Plant just batters him over
Mhm.
12.
That's fine.
That's fine. In
That's
terms
fine.
of this guy's
Yeah.
still sharp,
Like
he's
if if
still
if, if they can't touch Plant and he's doing
right.
all of his like
Fast
little
twitches.
yeah,
You're right, right.
and
He's
they
being a
and
cutie in there and he
right.
can't get touched and it goes
I'm
12.
fine with that.
I think he should not. I think if I'm him, I you got to knock this guy
I
out. If you
think
want to get the uninterested interested, I'm not talking about Premier Boxing Cult. I'm not talking about PBC. They're locked in. Whatever numbers they get, they're going to get a couple 100,000, anywhere from 250 to 500,000 people are in that cult.
right,
If you want me and you to even show a trinkle of interest, they got both of these guys got to pack them up, then cut a promo.
right. If Charlo wasn't such a nut job, this fight would have happened 2, 3 years ago.
Correct. 2 3.
2, 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I got Plant stopping Resendez same way we see Charlo stop Lamana, but in the 10th.
I got him stopping him in the ninth.
Okay.
Same way, corner or referee.
Yeah.
These things only apply to
I
either
actually see
Billy and he's not
Plant.
here.
I'm going to go even further and say Plant campaigns to the referee. Like, are you going to stop this?
Doing a
Because
Lomachenko
I'm
or doing a Larry
embarrassing him.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Take a step
Because
back.
I think that Plant has the ability to embarrass a guy like this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's that
Yeah, he's a good
style of
fighter.
fighter. Yeah.
He's a good fighter. Someone on the someone on the page. I don't know what led me. I know what led me to it. It's boxing, but it was a picture about this fight and calling Caleb Plant special, and it was everyone agreeing of the Premier
Yeah.
Boxing Code. So I just went on there, didn't disrespect anyone, and I wrote good fighter.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, and in quotes put special. I wrote Roberto Duran, special.
Right.
Bud Crawford, special. Hendry Armstrong, special.
Henry. Yeah. I look.
Alexis
Yeah.
Arguello,
Yeah. There's like a handful
yeah,
from each.
solid,
Yeah.
good, solid fighter. Good,
Sure.
solid prize
It's
fighter.
not a Hall of Famer.
No, loses to the elite,
Correct.
you
He's
know,
good though.
and he got beat up by them both. Was stopped by one and pummeled by the
Right.
other. So it's not just he lost.
If he was 27, I would say, all right, maybe there's some room for him to
Yeah,
grow
he's
into
about
what
to
you're
be
saying.
33 in a month or two, in five
Right.
weeks.
And there's buzzsaws all around him.
Guys, our predictions are a little bit different than we think we want destructive knockouts and shit talking after both of these to lead
Yeah.
into a fall fight for us to be like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, we're gonna cover it. Don't get it
And I
twisted.
want both guys to put their foot on the pedal. Plant did against McCumbee.
I do too. I do too.
But
And
I
McCumbie's
think
tough guy, tough out.
and I think that Plant now in this stage of his career is a lot less elusive defensively.
Me
His face
too.
always busted up a little bit. So I
McCombie
think,
proved it. We said it on air.
right,
He said, "Hey, nice little win, but this McCombie touched him up a
touched him
little
up,
bit."
which I don't think would have happened a late 20s Caleb Plant,
No, but I
mid
don't think
20s Caleb
Armando
Plant.
Resendez is going to be the one to
I
touch
don't
him
think.
up.
I think to your point, McCombie was way underrated. If it's a real start and stop career, he was like a bunch of times, national amateur
Yeah, and we know
champion.
someone who worked closely with him, who
And,
actually trained him.
yeah, who said he's good.
Yeah,
Um, all right, so we got Plant stoppage, Charlo stoppage. We're split on Yoel Hernandez and Kyrone Davis. You're saying upset special, and
I am. I am. And there's
I'm
there's
saying I'm saying razor thin Hernandez. All right, we got another card too.
Dewey.
Yeah, there's Beck
Hold
the
on.
Bully's fighting.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Brendo.
It's okay.
Guys, I'm sorry. I went from Wednesday to Saturday. I I have it all written down. Friday night, the Zone, the Theater at Virgin Hotels in Vegas. Beck Bully, 15 and 1, 10 KOs. Got sparked out cold by Gabe Rosado 9 fights ago, then beat him up clean in the rematch. He got his lick back. So you sort of go, okay, that's,
Mhm.
you know, you and I don't like the to call things lucky punches because these are pro fighters and he got hit by a perfect shot. Do you think that means he's chinny or was it the perfect
No,
shot?
perfect shot. I just don't think he's that good.
But you don't think he's chinny.
Don't think he's Cheney. No,
Okay,
we've seen him get hit
perfect
since
shot.
then.
Darius DFG Fogum. Now, they're really big on both of these kids.
Yep.
No puff. So I am really, and I'm stressing really shocked they're making this fight right now, Brendo. Is this another example of us going, when are they going to move these guys along? Then they do, and I complain about that. Because by the way, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, is this too fast for both of them? Because I'll tell you what, when I looked it up to talk about this, just like you always say, Brendo, yo, this guy's got to get moving. He's not a kid anymore. I think they're
28.
both 28. I
Well,
think both of them are
Beck's
28.
29. Let's
29 and
fucking
28.
go.
Look, respect to both of them for taking this fight. You
Yeah.
got to be a confident, young-ish. You got to use ish now, guys. These guys aren't 20. Got to be you got to be a confident fighter. And yeah, this could be a really good scrap, Brendo,
Oh
because you
yeah.
see the flaws in Beck Bully defensively. So do I. Um, he does things
I'm
that he views to be as athletic that open him up for shots.
yeah,
Darius Fogum is more technically
yeah.
proficient. Beck Bully's probably more athletic. Guess what? I don't give a fuck about athleticism when
No.
it doesn't work to your advantage. He can be hit. Now,
Stands square, his hands are held weird. He puts like that elbow out.
pull straight back, which we
Yeah.
both hate. You brought up Moses Itama
And
earlier.
he gets yeah, last episode. He gets all uh he gets excited back, when he hurts someone, and that's how he gets caught. Um I'm gonna you know what? I'm picking Darius Fulcom. Do you have odds on this?
I'm gonna look. I'm actually looking now. Do you is
Decision. In a
I
possible
think
upset
I
special.
I think Beck Bully has seen people like Fulgham. I don't think Fulgham has seen people like
Like
Beck
back
Bully.
bully. Okay.
That doesn't mean I'm picking him. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to find this first. Um,
Bektimir. Can you do
yeah.
this last name? Melekzuya? Melek Melekuziev.
If I see it, I can do it. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Um, I'm not looking at it. I literally wrote Beck Bully on my
I would assume
um
he'd be the favorite in this. Um, let's see.
I'm
I found odds.
you did because I have it and okay, they have They have Fulgham as the slight dog,
Slight dog, right?
130 plus 130.
Plus
They have
130. Beck
Beck
is,
Bully. I have minus 175. Do you
that's what
too?
I
Or are
got.
you in a
Yep.
different place?
No, that's what I got.
They're basically saying it's a pick 'em, guys, and I don't think that's crazy.
I don't either. I just think Beck Bully's been promoted better and people know him more. Um, he's got a more an easier he's got a great nickname, Beck the Bully. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick Fulcrum by decision.
Darius DFG Fulgham beats this Beck Bully clean and gets hosed.
Hosed. If as Billy would, since Billy's not
Uh-huh.
here, we gotta say it like Billy. He gets hosed. So I'm gonna put
Right. Then he goes, so bet on, yeah, Billy,
yeah,
bet on Beck Bully.
bet him Beck Billy. Right. All right.
But I
Um,
think I think this kid beats him. I think
yeah.
I think he gives him movement.
hmm Which
I think
bothers Beck Bully.
it bothers him. I think he Beck Bully will follow you around, but
Yes.
not the correct way.
No. And I think he might get picked apart from the
Yeah,
outside
me
if he
too.
does
And
that.
I think that's how it happens if he does that. And I think he's got the promotion behind him, and
Yeah.
he escapes with a win.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say I gotta agree with you on that one too. But actually, you know what? I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
pick. I'm gonna say Fulgham's gonna win an ups a little bit of a
they're gonna do
slight
the right
upset.
thing. They're gonna do the
Gonna do
right
the right
thing.
thing, but it's I see it the same way.
Yeah,
Also on the card, and I put this on here is a rematch of a fight we saw down in Philly is Manuel Gallegos and Khalil Coe. We watched that fight. That
we
was an
did.
upset in Philly. That was
Yes,
where Coe turned his back, and we were like, "What is he
yes.
doing?"
We had no idea what was
Um,
going on.
this guy Gallegos is tough. He's tough as nails. This is a real blue collar guy, and I think it's the same result. I think he's going to stop Khalil Cole. I don't think Cole had anything for him the first time, and found out the hard way that he didn't. And I'm actually surprised the fight's happening again, but I don't think there's a place for either guy to go.
I'm super shocked it's happening again. It probably is because light heavy, you're either gonna get beheaded by a guy in the top one, two, three, four, or
Yep.
Um, and hey, he hasn't fought since then.
No, neither guy has, right?
Yeah,
So it's an immediate rematch essentially. Um, all right.
yeah, it is. That's
Gallegos is good. What was the drop on him? Was there like did he take time off?
well, he got packed up by Diego Pacheco, and he didn't fight for like a year and a half
That's what
until
I'm
the
saying.
Khalil
Yeah.
Cole fight, which is kind of a ballsy fight to take in your comeback
Sure.
fight to win. Then you have two, no one knows you, and you lost two in a row. Dangerous waters.
Big stepper, Khalil Ko. We saw Khalil Ko fight twice actually.
Yeah, he
He
fights out of Jersey City. Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Um, man, what do I think here?
I'm gonna go. I told you what I think. This is same song, second verse.
Wow, it's 10 rounds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes the distance, but Gallegos wins. I
All
don't
right.
think he gets stopped, but I think, yeah,
I think he's gonna stop him, and I'm gonna pick the round. He stops him in 7 this time. And he's just gonna pick up where they left off the last time. I think it's not. I don't think it's gonna be good for
I
Ko.
think I think I think it goes the distance and it stinks. The fight,
It stinks.
it stinks. But Khalil, but Gallegos wins. All right,
So listen, guys, we told you this one was short.
we did.
Um, we uh we have no mail either. And you know what, Nakis? I know it's coming off
Yeah,
a holiday
holiday.
week.
Well, the reason is there's what is there to speak on? You got to be
Right.
sick maniacs that want to talk. You want us to talk about Esserman, Echo Esserman for a half hour.
Yeah.
Right us.
I think you guys gotta do some write us.
The
We'll read it.
Thursday episode is where the mail is. So you guys want to know anything, that's when to write in.
You didn't write in, guys. So that's it. It's a short one.
Hmm.
It's sweet. Um Hopefully, what do we got coming up on a schedule that we can sort of not necessarily talk about, but we can keep you guys enticed for the next time around.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and look now. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, this is a
Keyshawn Davis is coming back, but it's not a good fight, you know. It's Mickey Bay is somehow back. He's fighting.
your favorite fighter, Josh Kelly.
Yeah, I know. I literally skipped it after I saw it. Jay Apataya is fighting soon. Our guy Junto Nakatani is fighting
Mickey
soon.
Bay. You're
I
right.
know.
How did Mickey Bay?
Ryosuke Nishida can fight, so I like that. Richardson Hitchens, Cambozo, uh,
I
Juan
mean,
Francisco Estrada is coming back. I don't know that I like that. The
jeez.
Brian Norman fight, which is on a Thursday from Japan. Um,
Yeah, guys, this is it's kind of dead. We got the next thing that you might see me at is the Hitchens Cambozo. So
there,
I'm going to try to
there's
get to that.
the mid-July is Shakur Zapata, and then Usyk Dubois, and then
All
Bam
on the same day.
Bumalele Cat. Right. So you get into you get into July, and then after July, mid on August 16th is Tank Lamont Roach
Yeah, guys,
rematch.
if you just bear with us through
The summer.
this rough May and June, we've had about 18 months of just full speed ahead with fights happening, right? And big fights happening, unifiers. So
Yeah.
I think we were due for a little bit of a lull, and here we are. So with that said, you can
Yeah.
find me at the Killer B24 on Twitter X, at I underscore no underscore that underscore kid on IG. Write us at KEOTBboxing at gmail.com. Find us at KOTB Boxing on IG and KOTB Podcast on YouTube. Vinny, what's the name of that record? It's floating
God
around out
Send
there.
Vengeance. God Send Vengeance is out now on all streaming platforms. If you're into physicals, jmtstore.com. All the merch you could possibly think of, vinyl, CDs, tapes, etc., etc. Knock them out the box merch. You can find me at Box Cutter Pazzi on Instagram, at Vinny underscore Paz on Twitter, and yeah, JMT Store. And we'll see you next week. And say goodnight, Brendo.
Good night, Brendo.
Knock 'em out the box.